We've been seeing devastating pictures throughout the day. Cars crushed, buildings flattened. And look what happened soon after the quake. People wandering almost in disbelief around the streets of central Christchurch, looking for relatives, looking for friends. The cell phones were down for a period of time.
That's right, so many people trying to make contact with loved ones, check they were okay. So distressing. This is footage of an aftershock in Cathedral Square. The cathedral, of course, has been badly damaged, and there are fears that there may be people under rubble there as well. The searchers are desperately trying to get to survivors. There's a person trapped in that store. They're talking to them. This is liquefaction that we've seen images of all around the city. Burst water mains as well.
Yeah, perhaps one of the most frightening parts of this kind of natural disaster, that the soil turns to a kind of a mud.
And how many of us knew what that even was before September? I mean, liquefaction was something that so many of us had never heard of, and then here it is all over again, but on so much more devastating a scale.
Well, this time lives have been lost. We don't know exactly how many, but what we do know is that tonight there are residents of Canterbury who are trapped in rubble. And there are brave men and women who are trying to rescue them against the odds. As darkness falls, as the rain falls, and as the temperatures drop. There are now some cordons around the central city. These pictures were recorded earlier. One of our reporters on the scene described a more eerie scene tonight.
This building comes down, you got no chance. Can you all go back there, please? Please?
Fez, that's the only name he had time to give us, was injured by a falling table in the restaurant where he works. As he spoke to us, another aftershock hit.
What happened? Actually, I was coming, and was stuck in the door and I hit with the table, the table in the restaurant. Yeah, 2-3 people just fallen on me. Yeah, so.
One of the city's most well-known landmarks, the cathedral, suffered massive damage. Inside, someone clung to a window as the ground shook.
Look at this. Look at this, and I'm sure there's some people under there. And we've got some folk up there that we want to try and get out, but of course emergency are all over the place dealing with gas leaks and God knows what else. It's just huge. It is huge. And, the buildings are buildings. The really important thing are the people, and we just don't know if there are people under this rubble. I fear there are. So.
Okay, what's the injury here? We've got
people inside. I can't get to them, so the main thing in there is just to get people out of the central city, so no one else gets hurt.
As rescuers began assessing the damage, there was word about the woman in the window, but it came mixed with deep concern.
The lady in the top window there, we got her out, she had a broken arm. So got her out, and in the main chamber there's nobody there. Or if there is, they passed away.
So you've been in?
I went into the chamber, I went with another gentleman, we had hard hats on. I yelled out 3 times, anybody there? There was dead silence in there was no replies. I've done that twice, 10 minutes apart. I believe there's nobody in there, and if there is, they're probably unconscious or passed away.
There are reports a group of people were inside the building looking for structural damage after the first quake when the second one hit. The outlook for them is bleak.
They said when the shocks happened, there was people up in the tower. That's full of rubble. They probably passed away. I'd like to go in, but we've got to wait until search and rescue to go inside.
Just down the road, a group of doctors from Melbourne were attending a medical conference and raced to the cathedral to help.
We're just waiting for them to clear that, that there's any structural damage that would put us at harm, and once we get that okay, then we'll head in and try and help some people.
Yeah, the kids are still pretty...
For the time being, we're just trying to accumulate any supplies that we can, and we've taken some from the stores around, and everyone's been very helpful.
As a 3 News camera got a glimpse inside the cathedral, it was able to confirm the terrible damage. The tower, which people were thought to be inside when the earthquake struck, was now in ruins on the floor. Jane Luscombe, 3 News.